Hello and welcome or welcome back. I'm Misty at Skeeter Jones, and once again I have a special assignment from my friend Pat at Pat Garza. If you're not familiar with her channel, please go check her out. She is getting very close to her next milestone, and if you could share her channel out, tell your friends to subscribe, and subscribe yourself if you haven't already to help her meet that next milestone. That would be an amazing thing for her. And so this is a while back, Pat sent me a box full of craft jewelry with an assignment to craft something for her out of the whole lot. And she really liked what I sent her. I was very humbled by her response to it, and I'm so glad that she liked what I made for her. And she actually asked me to do it again, and she sent me another box of craft jewelry and have permission from her to open it on camera. So just stick with me through this for about the next hour or so, and we'll see what we have. So inside, oh wow, inside this box from Pat, I just broke the tape on it, and there is this little evening bag, which is just gorgeous. Wow. Okay, and can't wait. There's something in it, so I can't wait to get into that. And then here is what looks like a scarf with some things inside of it. So she did a great packaging job. I can't wait to open those up. But that's how creative and cool is this packaging job. She looks like she just tied up the four corners of a scarf around some jewelry there, and then there's obviously something inside this bag, and I can't wait to open that up. And the bag itself is so cute. It looks vintage. So I always love a nice little frame bag. Can't wait to get into that. Okay, and then also there's a card on the bottom of the box right here. I'm going to look at it off camera and make sure it's okay to read on camera. I'll be right back. So I'm pretty certain that Pat will be okay with me reading this. She just says, "Hi, Misty, do your magic." So very flattering there that she considers what I do working some magic. So I'll take that. I love to craft things and give them a second life. And or maybe if it's not even at the end of its life, I like to find some things that, or find a different way to wear or use some things. So I want to get into this first. That scarf is like really full, so it's got my attention, but I've got to get into this bag. Okay, let me back the camera out just a little bit. Oh, that's out as far as it will go. So let's see what's in here. And let's look at this little bag first. That looks like bracelets. So that looks like a vintage tag. Made in Hong Kong. It is vintage. Look at that lining. A little bit of wear, probably compatible with the age of the purse. Has a little elastic side pocket, and the elastic actually still has some stretch to it. And this cute silver lame, and it's gusseted, so it's got some, like you can stuff it a little bit. And it's just a cute little evening bag. Oh, close the handle in there. So it looks like it can be carried with a longer strap, or it can, I wonder if that's even the original strap. It may be a chain that someone added later. You can pull it up and have more like a crook of the arm bag or handbag. That is really cute. Love a cute little shiny, sparkly, vintage kiss lock frame bag. That's a mouthful, but have to be descriptive. That's really cute. Okay, now moving along. Okay, This is a bunch of bracelets. Maybe that's a watch band. She has them tied up neatly. Pat, you are the queen of packaging. Look at this. And even the ribbon that she picked to tie these bracelets together with. Look at this fancy ribbon. Oh, it's not just a ribbon. That's a choker or something, I guess. It's got this pretty R hanging off of it. Is there a clasp on the ends? No, it is just ribbon. With this fancy, fancy brass or brass tone R. Okay, that can definitely go on a purse charm. I'm really on a purse charm roll here lately. So that's usually what I'm seeing in a lot of things. So made in Korea. Seasons. Is that what that says? Seasons. It's a watch band, maybe. I don't see how you would attach your watch to it. It may just be a little leather band bracelet. Or maybe faux leather. Let me take a closer look at that. Okay, that is faux leather, I believe. It has some peeling right there. And it's kind of hard to tell on this one, but I believe this is a faux leather little band. I can definitely use that buckle off of it. So that's a good crafting piece. Oh, this has some heft to it. I thought it was a stretch, but that is magnetic. It's missing a stone right there. It's pretty heavy. It's like a little bit of rust inside there. Let's see. Little rhinestones. I thought it was elastic right here, but apparently that is not elastic running through here. That's wire. That's wire running through. You have these heavy like silver tone settings. I don't know what kind of metal that would be that would rust like that, but that can definitely be cleaned. There's a nice magnetic closure. What I'll probably do with this is I'll definitely clean it up and then take these stones out and then add other stones to replace them. That's a pretty bracelet. And lots of bangles. Okay, this is the Alex and Ani type right here. It used to have a charm on it, so I'll clean that up. Let's see, what is that? There used to be something on there. I'll have to see if I can do something with it. It feels kind of sharp right there, so I'll need to file that down. Oh, this is pretty. A rose gold tone adjustable bracelet with an arrow on it. See, I won't do anything with that. I'll just, let's see if it has any wear. Maybe some light wear, some tone loss right there. That feels like Bakelite. I'll have to do a test on that. I'll set that aside and test it when we're done. This is brass with enamel. There's a little thing missing right there. I can clean this up and then put maybe some little rhinestones or something inside that channel. Let me see this. That's pretty with the little laurel leaves on it. and a little bit of wear. These little diamond cut bangles. Those probably originally all came in a set. You know how you typically will get these little lightweight bangles with the shiny cuts in them. See, earrings. And there's a pair. These are just some silver tone large hoop earrings. Oh wait, they're not the same. One has this sort of twisted cable design and the other one is smooth. It usually takes me a while to figure out what I'm going to do with bangles. Other things like pendants and things like that just will hit me right off the bat. Oh, these are some pretty charms on here. There's a little peace charm and a little elephant on a bangle. These look like they're brass and they're not signed. No, those are not signed. Cute, cute. Okay. You can definitely use little rhinestone dangle charms like that. This says something on it. What does that say? Hufflepuff. Okay. Stretch bracelet. A little rhinestone charm. What is this? Oh, that also says Hufflepuff. That sounds like maybe I never did get into, my kids never did get into Harry Potter, but that sounds like a Harry Potter type word. So, oh, wait, this says something on the inside too. Trademark. It says trademark and WBEI. Not sure what that means. A little bit of wear on that. And another pair of large hoops. These actually are a matching pair. They're both the same. Okay, and a brass bangle or gold tone bangle. I'll have to look closer. It doesn't really feel heavy enough to be brass now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, here's what's wrong with it. The solder has come apart right there. I can maybe reattach that with some jeweler's glue. Here's a little gold tone bangle. I can find something to do with maybe all of these, at least a good many of them. So I'm going to set all of these aside for now. And then this one, again, I'm going to test that later for Bakelite. And then now here is this scarf. I'm in my light box. I don't have much room in here, so I was trying to see if I could zoom out a little bit more. Okay. And look at that, even inside the scarf, she's organized things and got them packed up. Look at this. Pat is great at packing things up. Let's see, the scarf, let me take a look at this. It used to have a tag, I just saw it right here. It used to have a tag. It feels like maybe a polyester. It has some body to it. And just this gold and black stripe. That's a nice little scarf. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags. So I'll just go through those one at a time. Okay, what we have first. Ooh, look at this. Bright gold tone rhinestones. Let's see, there's one missing. That would need replacing. It looks unbranded. Yeah, there's not a maker anywhere on that, but that's pretty. That can be something. That needs another life. Okay, here is a yellow enameled cuff bracelet. This is acrylic and shell. Has some verdigris, but I think that can probably be cleaned. Oh, wait, we have a pair here. We have a pair. So I can replace missing stones and just keep those together as a pair. Those are really pretty. Those are very pretty. Okay, this says, dreams become reality one choice at a time. Okay, it looks like I have another pair. I'll run these through the ultrasonic cleaner and see what happens with them. I've seen that cleaner of mine remove verdigris before. So this is on leather cord and it's adjustable. It feels like it's stuck though. I can probably loosen that up and then polish this little silver tone little message right here. So that's just I call it a repair, even though it's just really cleaning it up. Let's see, wooden beads. Pretty rich, like pomegranate colored wooden beads with cord, and let's see, it's got a lobster clasp and something's going on right here. I wonder if maybe it didn't always have a lobster clasp and somebody put that on there because of whatever happened right here. So I may have to take this apart and then just repurpose the beads. Those are gorgeous beads. That color is so rich. Red stretch bracelet with tiny little spacers. These beads are acrylic. They look like bubblegum balls. And the stretch is not all that great. So I can take these off and use the beads. This is probably brass wire with stones. Yeah, those are natural stones or glass. Actually, the way the ends are right there, I'm inclined to think that that's glass. That's pretty. That just needs some cleaning up, I think. Little faux pearl drop earring. That's vintage. You can tell by that gorgeous setting. Look at the setting on that top one and then the little cap on this bottom one. And it's a clip. Let's see, it does not have a maker on it. It has some verdigris that I think can also be removed. That's very, very pretty. A wooden bead earring. Oh, this is interesting. Look at that. That's actually really pretty. A boho style bracelet. Let's move mine out of the way. Look at that. That's brass and just looks very artisanal, I guess, if that's the right word for it. That's very pretty. I'm going to clean that up, and then I will offer that later. So I'll set that aside. And then that was the last thing out of this first bag. So I'm going to, I think this video might be a little longer because I'm going to, I think, record some items for sale and then put that part at the beginning. We'll see. We'll see. This one's taped shut. It's in bag number 2. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's all metal with, I don't think it's enamel, it's some kind of paint. And it looks like it's broken right there. Yeah. But I can definitely take these little things off. Looks like it's like these, a bunch of these, like end to end. And they're like threaded onto these wires. So those can be something. Definitely those can be something. I'll have to replace these stones because they're kind of dead on the back. Are they? Or maybe they're just made to look that way. Let's see. Oh, they could just be dirty on the back. I'll clean this up and see what I can do with it. That's gonna be something. Okay, this looks kind of tribal. Little wooden, maybe, beads or some kind of little seeds with these tube, like carved tube beads in between. That's pretty decent stretch. That may stay as is because the stretch is really good on it. Or you may have already guessed, I'm seeing it potentially as a first charm. Okay, an infinity sign with all the rhinestones in it and some faux pearls. It says forever. And yeah, that is faux pearls. So I'll clean this up and see. No, there's no stretch on it. But the little infinity sign can definitely be used. It just needs some cleanup. And then these pearls can be used. Okay, lots of promising things so far. Dream on this band. Let's see what that says. Celebration BCB generation. Oh, that's what it says. It doesn't say celebration. It says BCB generation. And it's a bracelet that says dream in these silver tone letters with little rose gold studs on each end. And this faux leather strap has some nicks in it. I don't know, is that schmutz? No, that's a nick. So I can take these letters off actually and reuse those. I'll have to put them on some kind of other band. Okay, nice. These are glass, I think. Yeah, these are little glass beads, the crackle inside. Can't tell what that symbol is. Let's see, trademark. It has that same T trademark and WBEI. I'm not really sure what that means right there. But there's no stretch on it. But these beads are gorgeous. Bright, sunshiny, happy colored beads. What is that? Like a Pegasus? Or a little dragon or something? Oh no, wait, that says Hufflepuff. Okay, I bet this stuff is Harry Potter. I bet that's what that is. But I'll have to take it apart, and definitely these beads will be used. Okay, lots of pretty things here. We've got a peeling bead. Can take all that. It's a faux pearl, but the paint's coming off. But the bead underneath is really nice. It's an acrylic bead. And see, you've got some wooden elements, some silver tone, brass or brass tone. Oh, that's copper. A little peace sign, a heart, a little die. Lots of nice usable pieces here. Okay, faux pearl, and then little faceted acrylic on ribbon. Let's see what's going on with it. Definitely needs to be cleaned. I'm not sure if that ribbon will come clean or not. I may have to just undo this one and use those elements for something else. This feels like coin pearls. Yes, these are genuine pearls, and they're on leather. I'll have to look and see if these are Wendy Mignot. She's known for her leather and pearl jewelry. And since she's so known for it, there are lots of lookalikes. So I'll have to look that one up, but that's gorgeous. Coin pearls, and then a couple of potato pearls on the closure end. So I'll research that for sure. And this is just braided suede cord with some silver tone beads on the ends. Those are really cool beads. Oh, there we go. The cord's not usable, but those beads are really nice. So I'll definitely take those off and use those. Okay, I'm getting some ideas, but I don't want to call it just yet because there are more bags to go through. 1, 2, 3, there are 5 more bags to go through. So it's too early to start thinking what I'm going to make. Okay, let's do this chunky monkey first. This is a bracelet, probably. Let's see. There we go. No, it's a necklace with these medallions. Not sure what those. Okay, there we go. That's the back, or this is the front. We were looking at the back. It has sort of a tribal feel to it. I don't see anything wrong with it. Definitely could use some cleaning. I love that chain. Yeah, it looks like it's all intact and could just use some cleaning. But that's really pretty. Especially if you like a tribal, sort of a tribal look. This is plastic, I think, or just some lightweight metal. I thought I had it free, but it just keeps on coming. There we go. Lots of different, that's sort of like wavy, like a potato chip. And then the loop, lots of different neat elements here. Acrylic faceted bead, really nice chain. And then it's just repeated faceted acrylic black bead, and then the larger silver tone bead. These loops and the potato chip. And it just repeats and repeats. Lots of great elements there. It looks like it's broken, I think. The chain's broken. And it could use some cleaning. This is going to come apart, and I will save probably most, if not all, of the pieces and parts that are on this. This is acrylic beads right here. That looks like something was attached right there, but got broken off maybe. There we go. So just black acrylic beads with something broken off of them. I can use those for sure. A little glass millefiori. Actually, I think that's acrylic. Yeah, that is acrylic. And are you attached? There's a little bird. And a heart. And then there's a ring attached to this also. Not sure what that little symbol is. And then some chain. This chain looks like it has a lot of wear, but I'm going to clean it first. You've heard me say it a million times. A lot of times chain that looks like it's worn is really just dirty. So you put it through the cleaner and you'll find that it's actually a good salvageable chain. See, this is acrylic, little faux halite. Lots of wear on that. So I can't reuse that setting, but definitely I think this chain is still salvageable. Really good chain. So I'm not going to make you sit through watching me untangle it. It's not terribly tangled, it's just a little wrapped around itself. Okay, I was about to stop, but it just came loose. So it just needs to be cleaned. It's a nice little delicate silver tone chain. That will definitely be usable, even though the pendant's not, but the chain is. This is pretty. Look at these. Pretty glass beads. This is acrylic here, but these sort of wedding cake beads are glass. And tiny seed beads in between. Look at that really rich blue color. And it looks like the clasp is missing. I'm about to lose those off the string. Love that color, especially these glass ones. Look at those. That metallic, sort of a gold metallic swirl on the outside of the glass beads. Very, very pretty. I love that rich blue. And here is a blue and yellow. Actually, there's a little floral bracelet that came in that last lot that Pat sent. That's almost these same colors. A little acrylic floral bracelet. So I might do something with that bracelet actually. And these little cabochons. Are the settings good? Oh yeah, I think the settings will work. I'm going to dig out that bracelet and see if I can do something with that bracelet and this necklace. And then some nice chain. And what's this? Oh, it's a part of a clip earring. I don't think I'll be able to use that. I'll keep it aside in case there's another piece that goes with it. That verdigris that was on there can probably be cleaned. There we go. Nice chain. I'm always looking for good chain to craft with. Okay, so moving along, we're only about 30 minutes in. I think I'm going to have this just be a separate video, and then I'll do things for sale for my regular things. And I'll just let this one be a bonus by itself. I'm already going to have a bonus. Actually, that's what I'll do. Today is Wednesday as I'm filming this, so I'm going to let this one go up for Thursday. I already have a bonus video that's going to come up on Friday at noon on the 19th, so make sure that you are watching for that one. Okay, here's a silver tone necklace, these large circles on it. I'm getting ideas already with these big circles. They'll definitely need to be cleaned. I'll need to see how much, and I'll need to see how much wear there is on these. Like take a closer look. But I believe I can do something with those for sure. And then always the chain. I'll clean that and polish it and see if that's actually wear or if it's just dirt. I have a feeling it's just dirt. Okay. So here we go. Oh, that was the only thing in that bag. So here we go with this bag. Okay. Oh, I wonder if this is what goes with that thing that I put aside a minute ago. Maybe. That maybe those go together. Here's some Christmas lights with hooks on them. They're hook earrings. This one just needs another earring hook. Here's a little chevron, gold tone chevron. It has some surface scratching on it. Faux pearl button earring, that's vintage. Okay, here's an earring that goes with that necklace. Let's see if I can, well, I can't pull it out easily, but like this necklace, if you remember it. Here's an earring that goes with it. Okay, a little chunky, fat gold tone hoop. That looks like it's in good condition with just some light surface scratching. This is probably single earrings, all in this bag. There's a good amount of wear on this one, so I'm not sure I could do anything with that. If that verdigris could come off, that would make a neat ring. So I'll see if the verdigris will come off that one. A little green bead. Oh, here's a cute little boho look. It's wood in this fan shape. Hanging off this, I don't know what you would call that, but hanging off of it. And then a brass or brass tone stud at the top. That's pretty cool. I'm getting some ideas. See, this is acrylic. A clip earring. That may be someone's project. But that can be reused for sure. This looks like an odd disco ball. That's our mail carrier that just drove down the street. See, there's a missing stone here and a dead stone right there. So I think those can be replaced. A faceted acrylic bead. This looks like it probably goes with that necklace. I know I can't fish it out with the blue and yellow one. This is pretty. This is a brass bead with some carving on it. And here's a match to that other one. So I'll put those together. Oh, and we have a match here with the chunky, where did it go? There it is. Chunky gold tone hoops. When I see single earrings, especially dangles like this, these all make great charms, whether it's for a bracelet or a necklace or purse charm. Single earrings are great for that kind of thing. This one came ready-made to be a charm. It already has a lobster clasp on top, ready to hang on to your purse charm. It just needs to be cleaned. Okay. This has the missing, or maybe that's paint on these red things. Maybe the red paint came off that one. Or maybe it's supposed to be white. Oh, okay, yeah, it's supposed to be white. See, no signature on that. That's cool though. It's too big to be a ring, too small to be a bracelet, but it can be something. And here's another one of these. It has a missing stone, but all the other stones are there. I could just take a good stone out of this one and put it in here and then make a pendant or a charm. That's a good idea. And knot, gold tone knot. That's pretty. Black and white drop earring with acrylic beads. This is neat. This looks kind of 80s to me. That graphic design. I thought I saw another one. Oh, I did. So we have a match here. Yeah, these little clip earrings. They just need to be cleaned. And there's some wear on the clip, but that wouldn't show while you're wearing it. And these have a name on them. Oh, Japan. Those are cute. Okay, we have a match here. So if those clean up well, I can just keep them like they are, or I can take off the posts and make them into rings. We have the mate to that one. Here it is, right there. Just hammered gold tone. These stars. And okay, this is an earring. This one doesn't want to let go. There we go. So that's cute. That's really cute. Love that one. Purse charm. These are some vintage beads. That looks like it could be sterling. I'm going to have to test that to see. It feels kind of like sterling. Yeah, when I test this bracelet for Bakelite, I think I'll also test this for some sterling. It's a little zigzag gold tone earring. A little banana. This gold tone, little rhinestone banana. Oh wait. Oh, we have the pair. There we go. Is there anything wrong with them? I don't think so. It looks like all the stones are there. Okay. That's an interesting little stone. It's acrylic with this pretty setting. Just a silver tone setting with this very interesting purple stone. And these are acrylic faceted beads on an earring. How pretty. Look how delicate and sweet that is. It's acrylic and silver tone. All the rhinestones are there. Oh, I wish we had a mate to that. Here's some suede. That's real suede with hair on hide. Little tassel. This is an acrylic, a vintage acrylic clip. With a sunburst pattern on it. That looks very 1960s to me. Here's the mate to this one. Let's see, little multicolored rhinestones. It looks like there's some missing gold tone and a piece of shell, it looks like, on silver tone. So lots of good usable pieces there. Can't wait to get into all of these. Okay. Getting down to the wire, there's this and one other bag left. Love this chain. Look at that. I really, really like this chain. There is little, very little wear on it. It's snake chain. I just like how it drapes and flows. This is a gorgeous chain. So it's got a maker on it, I think. Oh, yeah, there we go. Right there. So it's gold tone and silver tone. I'm going to clean that up. And that's definitely going to be something. Oh, this goes with that last batch. Let me put that aside. Okay, and then we have these little acrylic rhinestones. And then these little connectors that are silver tone and some silver tone chain. And there we go. I'm not sure what that is. I think that's Charming Charlie. I think that's what that is. So those are the only two pieces in this next to the last bag. So then let's get out the very last one right here that has chain in it. glorious chain. I love this. Pat has really hooked me up with some great chain. Let's see. That connects that way on that end and this way on this end. Oh, this isn't actually a toggle closure. That's just a little decorative thing. So this is a necklace. That's supposed to look like it toggle closes in the front. But that's not really a closure. There's a lot of wear. I can tell that's not just dirty. That's just extreme wear on that extender. So I'll take the extender off. And this gorgeous chain will get a new life. And then pretty paper clip chain. Is two different things? No, they go together. And it's just different sizes of paper clip chain. So it's gold tone. You have 3 strands. And that needs to be cleaned. Let's see. I think if that just gets cleaned, it will be good to go. I don't think that's wear, except right here on the extender. That does look like some wear. And right here on the end, that's definitely wear. So I'll just take the chain off, and that can be used. And here's this really bright gold tone, little cross necklace. Very bright gold tone. There's no marks or stamps on it. And it's box chain. And that is beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to test this earring for sterling and test this bracelet for Bakelite. So I'll get my things and be right back. Okay, so first we're going to do this bracelet. So first we're going to do the earring with our 18 karat solution. We'll test the stud first. The scratch actually looks pretty promising. We'll do the post. And the beads. I think there's a little bit of brass in the longer bead. See the little tiny, yeah, there's definitely some copper in the little tiny bead too. So here is the ball bead, here's the post, and here's the longer bead, which I don't think that longer bead is going to be sterling at all. Okay, the top bead right here, that sterling there, a little bit maybe plating, I guess, in the post, and then as I thought, none at all in the beads here. There's a little sterling right here at the top, so I'll have to polish that out so it'll match where I scratched right there. Okay, all fixed. And there we have it, a little bit of sterling on that single earring. Okay, that's nice to find. And then now I'm going to test this using a baking soda paste. And I got that idea from Joanne at Texas Cash. Semichrome is very hard to find where I am. And so the next go-to is foaming bathroom cleaner. And then I didn't even know you could use baking soda until Joanne opened my eyes to that. So you rub a baking soda paste, and then if you find yellow on your cotton swab, it is Bakelite. And it looks like we're negative right there. So you can do the sound test for Bakelite. I don't know how long I'm supposed to rub this or if that's enough. I guess it would show up. And if it sounds sort of like hollow bamboo, that's the sound of Bakelite, and that's what made me think that maybe this could be. But it's not, according to the baking soda test. That was my first opportunity to try that since Joanne had mentioned it. So that is the pieces, and this isn't even all of them. I couldn't pick them all up at one time. But here are the pieces along with this scarf and this little vintage evening bag that Pat included with her awesome packaging and wrapping job in this craft lot with special assignment. So I am eager to get going on it and see what I can come up with for Pat, and I'm so glad that she trusted me to do this for her again. So thank you so much for the time that you spent watching my video today. I really appreciate you. And if you enjoyed the content, please give me a like, a comment, a share, and a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.